If you would have told me a few months ago that The Rock was gonna come back to wrestling and become the biggest heel in the company, I would have laughed in your face. But ever since The Rock came back in 2024, he's been a menace. He took Cody's spot, he slapped Cody, he made Cody cry, and he threatened Mama Rhodes. Bro, like, he really is a final boss. But it wasn't always like this. This is the same guy that was one of the most loved wrestlers ever. One of the most loved movie stars ever. And now, he's become one of the biggest heels in wrestling history. Rock was introduced into the WWF by his legendary wrestling family. Rock is a part of the Anoa'i family. This family is definitely one of the most royal families in the wrestling industry. They got The Rock, Rock's father Rocky Johnson, the High Chief Peter Maivia, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, plus the Usos, Rikishi and Umaga, and just so many more. Once The Rock hit his prime years in wrestling, he would give us some of the most iconic moments in wrestling history. Whether it was his legendary feuds or even his fire promos, The Rock just had so much charisma, so many funny catchphrases, and he was loved by every fan. And that's what led him to become the people's champ, the great one, and the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. The Rock also gave us unforgettable feuds with Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan. Both of those feuds were generational, like for real. But for the Hogan feud especially, we got a totally different Rock. We got a more trolling Rock and an even more funny Rock. Because after Rock started doing movies and getting into Hollywood, well, Rock came back to WWE and he became Hollywood Rock. This was Rock being a typical Hollywood superstar with a super big ego, plus with his charisma and his promo skills. This run instantly became something every fan would begin to love to hate. And even though it wasn't the longest run, it was one that no one would ever forget. The more years that went by, the less we would see The Rock in the WWE, and the more we would see The Rock in the movie theaters. This is where Rocky would slowly become the biggest superstar on the planet. And yet, The Rock would still come by from time to time and give us once in a lifetime moments, and the fans loved him for that. They always would give him the biggest pops you could imagine. But this happily ever after ended in 2024. The Rock shocked the world and returned on the New Year's episode of Monday Night Raw. He interrupted Jinder Mahal and disrespected him. But at the end of his promo, he teased a match with Roman Reigns, where he asked the fans if he should sit at the head of the table. The Rock vs. Roman was a match that every fan wanted to see. It's the biggest match that the WWE could do right now. On January 23rd, 2024, The Rock officially joined the TKO board of directors. This meant that The Rock would somewhat have big control over the WWE, and this will play a big part in what starts to happen. Cody Rhodes eliminates CM Punk and wins the 2024 Royal Rumble. He was the first wrestler in 26 years to win back-to-back. Right after the win, Cody Rhodes seemed to choose who he was gonna fight at WrestleMania 40. He pointed at Roman Reigns, and the fans were gonna get what they wanted. Roman vs. Cody too. But actually not yet. Because the next week on SmackDown, it was time for Cody to make his final decision. And bro, we already knew who he was gonna pick. He went face to face with Roman Reigns for the first time since 2023. And he told him, "I'm coming for you." But not at WrestleMania. Rock takes Cody's spot. After all the hard work Cody did for the company, it was done, just like that. The IWC went on rage. Every real wrestling fan went insane because WWE just ruined Cody Rhodes in real time. But the fans weren't just gonna let that happen. Over the weekend, the #1 trending hashtag on X was "We Want Cody." At live events and Monday Night Raw, fans would boo The Rock and Cody would get the biggest pops. And it put pressure on the WWE to change their plans. So at the WrestleMania press conference, we would finally see The Rock and Roman Reigns for the first time since the incident. And bro, we got thunderous of boos and Cody chants, and you could just tell that this hurt The Rock. So Cody had to come out and save the day. Even though this all didn't make sense in kayfabe, Cody took his opportunity back and told everyone he'll be fighting Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. After Cody and Roman went back and forth, Rock couldn't take it anymore. So he slapped Cody in the face. This right here was the beginning of the final boss, The Rock. So a week later on SmackDown, The Rock officially joined the Bloodline, and this made them more OP than ever. The Rock and Roman Reigns officially together. The Rock is officially a bad guy. Bro, Rock started bringing that Attitude Era energy back with the quickness. He started doing IG promos before every SmackDown, 10 minutes plus. We had Rock cursing, disrespecting everyone, and smacking his arm every 5 seconds. The IG promos definitely showed that The Rock was having fun, and he was feeding us with so much more entertainment. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us, including me, definitely been taking that for granted. One day we're gonna look back at this time and reminisce like crazy. Man, we got it good right now. But ever since we got The Rock on a full-time basis, he's been taking the spotlight from Roman Reigns. And now, Roman started to notice it too. So he made Rocky acknowledge him in front of everyone. Bro, WWE's already planting the seeds for a Roman vs Rock match, and I'm all for it. Then we got Rock calling himself the final boss on his IG promos. Then this dude got like one of the greatest entrances in wrestling. Oh yeah, and he brought back Hollywood Rock. So we got him singing songs, dissing Seth Rollins, and even John Morant, just because. But most important, Rock made a promise to Mama Rose that he was gonna give her his belt with Cody's blood and tears on it. And on one of the craziest endings to Monday Night Raw, Rock beat the brakes off of Cody. Bro, it got bad quick. Rocky ended up leaving Cody in a bloodbath. So bro, like, that was crazy to watch. I'm not gonna lie though, Rock is definitely the final boss and one of the scariest dudes on the roster. He got goons, he's a part of TKO, and he looks unstoppable. And right now, all of us are taking this run for granted. Literally, I'm taking it for granted too. Cause one day, fans will look back at this time as one of the greatest eras in wrestling history. Because wrestling is cool again. For the people that made it this far, thanks for watching and thanks for all the support. Today I turned 19, so just leave a like and subscribe for your boy. Peace out.